Is that okay? All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are doing great as always. And Max Monday is back because remember, it's Max Monday because believe it or not, it is actually a Monday. So, welcome to Max Monday, where today we're flying on a relatively shorter flight compared to yesterday. We're flying from Doha over to Mumbai, which I chose this route because one, Doha has ATC online with while Mumbai has ATC online, it's the featured airport, and two, while I was trying to search up, trying to see if Doha and Mumbai is operated by Max 8, turns out that Akasa Air, which is what we're doing today, does operate their Max 8 from both of these airports. So I thought it would be a good choice to bring Max Monday back with this kind of route, and I hope you guys will join me. So let's spawn in and we'll get started. So welcome everybody to the stream. Let's say some highs in the chat. So let me just tune in to Graham real quick. Aiden, good to see you. Sahali Khan, if I pronounce your name right. I'm also flying the Max 8, but instead it's American Airlines from New York to Dallas. Nice, dude. Let's just make sure the ATC volume's on. Let's also check the ATIS info. All right, so we'll go to 3-4 left because it's the closest to us. All right, select departure. So we're going east. 3-4 left.
Hamid ground, Mike Uniform Mike India November, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
And based on what I saw from the real life route, it's just this is a straight line, so we're just gonna go straight.
Tail to the north.
I'm assuming it's
Pushback
landing.
approved.
Yep, landing
Tail to the
27.
north. Mike Uniform Mike India November.
So we're coming from the northwest. I know the approach doesn't put the I know the start puts the airport as the last waypoint, but since approach is online, I know they'll help me. So, man, there's quite a few aircraft here in this area. I wonder if there's like a group flight or something going on. Anyway, let's also double check our weight, because flight time is only set for 2 hours and 45 minutes, so I think let's do 4 hours. And let's also make sure that the time is set to the, like I said, I'm going to do real world around like 5:45 GC, so 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, let's start up our APU. Let's also set this back. Let's also set up
Hamid ground, Qatari 051 Super,
the
ready
HUD.
for pushback with information Alpha. Requesting runway 34 right.
Request pushback,
Qatari
request 3-4
051.
left.
Hamid ground, Akasa Air 71, ready for pushback, requesting runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Tail to the
Akasa Air 71, pushback approved, tail to the east.
Pushback approved. Tail to the east. Akasa Air 71.
Oh, there's a nice little Qatar A380 in front of me. Yep, he's going to Mumbai. Does Qatar operate their A380s to Mumbai? 'Cause I didn't see it. Checking to see what flights are operated by the MAX 8 from Doha to Mumbai. And also, if you haven't checked out yesterday's stream, where Boston and San Francisco on the United 757, go ahead and check that out. It was a great flight. Like I said, it felt great to be back streaming again, and it also
Hamid ground, Qatari 1995 heavy, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Qatari 1995 heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved, tail to the north, Qatari 1995 heavy.
Alright, let's start up engine 1. Stop here. Set parking brake.
Hamid ground. Qatari 452 India Golf Heavy. Ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Qatari 452 India Golf heavy, pushback approved, tail to the north.
Pushback approved. Tail to the north. Qatari 452 India
Alright, start
Golf
up
Heavy.
engine 2.
Hamid ground, Qatari 051 Super, ready to taxi to runway 34 right with information Alpha.
Why did
Qatari
yesterday's
051
stream
Super,
end before you got
runway
to the
34
gate?
right,
What?
taxi via Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo,
There's
Alpha,
no way it
contact
did.
tower when ready.
I did not have any issues when I
Taxiing to
finished
runway
streaming.
34 right via Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo, Alpha, Qatari 051 Super.
No, I'm literally watching yesterday's stream and it ended like I was at the gate when the stream ended. I mean, I'm literally watching it and it shows that I'm already at the gate when it's already ended. I don't know why you're saying that. I did not have any issues. It cut you off. That's weird. Alright, request taxi 34.
Hamid ground. Akasa Air 71. Ready to taxi to runway 34 left.
Akasa Air 71, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey, Lima, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 34 left via Whiskey, Lima, Akasa Air 71.
Alright, here we go.
Hamid Ground, Qatari 888 India Gold, request taxi to parking.
But yeah,
Hamid Ground, Qatari 1995 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Qatari 888 India Golf, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Qatari 888 India Gold.
Qatari 1995 Heavy, runaway 34 right, taxi via Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo, Alpha, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 34 right via Echo 1, Alpha 3, Bravo, Alpha, Qatari 1995 Heavy.
Hamid Ground, Qatari 15.
let's go. The tower request departure 34 left, departing east.
Hamid Tower, Akasa Air 71. Ready for departure at runway 34 left, departing east.
Akasa Air 71, wind 350 at 5, runaway 34 left, cleared for takeoff.
Go ahead.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 left, Akasa Air 71.
Alright, we're gonna do a turn and burn here. Alright, here we go. Slide nose down pressure. Knots, cross check. V1, rotate. Positive rate, you're up.
Hamid Tower, Qatari 051 Super, ready for departure at runway 34 right, departing straight out.
Our cruising altitude will be
Qatari
37,000
051
feet
Super,
from what I saw
wind
from the
350 at 5,
real world
runaway
flight on
34
flight
right,
radar.
cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 34 right, Qatari 051 Super.
That takeoff is so much better than
Akasa Air
yesterday's
71,
stream.
frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved, Akasa Air 71. Good day.
Alright, good stuff. Alright, let's go flaps up. Let's lower the nose. It's 250 knots. But yeah, that takeoff was so much better than yesterday's stream. Despite the winds being only 5 knots, it was so much better than yesterday. looks like there's still a pretty good amount of people going to Mumbai still. Let's hope approach will be online for the next 2.5 hours or so. And since I used the HUD on the previous stream, we're gonna do the cockpit cam with the HUD this time. I wonder what the winds are at Mumbai right now. Just want to double check. Oh, it's 3 knots, so it's perfect. So we're gonna stay in the captain cam with the HUD. We're gonna use it for landing, just to add to the realism. And hopefully this landing will be better than yesterday, though. Alright, lane lights are off. We'll go Mach 0.80 for this flight. Alright, there's 300 knots. I wonder if all these guys are going to Islamabad. It's like if there's a little group flight going on. Philippines 127, good to see you. Yeah, I think that must have happened, like where you got cut off. I think that must have happened while you were watching while it was live. I think. That might be just my best guess. Alright, let's also... just turn off the HUD because we don't need it for now. So like I said, once we land Mumbai, we're gonna stay with this this cockpit cam. We're gonna use the HUD as well. We're gonna give it a go today. me actually go on my phone and see what Mumbai is like right now. I'm assuming there's still a decent amount of action going on there. Oh yeah, it's a good amount of arrivals still. Yeah, there's still quite a few people going by right now. So yeah, I'm assuming you got cut off while you were watching it live, because it does show me at the gate while rewatching the stream after it was live. Because I did not have any issues with the connection whatsoever. Just something I throw out there. That's fine, dude. Glad you mentioned it. Oh, look at that. There's Dubai. Dubai's online. I should have done Dubai to Mumbai, since Fly Dubai operates their Max 8, but it's alright. At least Doha's ATC was online. Visibility's 1. So we might be landing in bad visibility. That'll make it more interesting. Alright, we're Mach point 0. Let's reduce our particle speed just a little bit. Let's actually reduce just a little bit more. Oh frick, we're actually losing a bit of airspeed here. Let me just reduce it just a little bit. There we go. And also guys, since I totally forgot from yesterday's stream, whenever I'm in the cockpit cam while at cruise, the audio does tend to get a little glitchy, so we're just going to stay at the HUD for now. Whoop, did not mean to press that. I wonder if we're gonna pass, like, or we're gonna be pretty close to Dubai. Or actually, I don't know if we'll be able to see the airport from that far. I don't know, we'll see once we pass by there. Let's reduce again, because we're almost at our cruise. Alright. We're now at our cruise. I think we can... Nope. Not yet. We'll just have to wait for this. Once we level off, we'll set VNav. There we go. Alright, we just reached our cruise. We'll stay here for the entire flight, 37,000 feet. There's quite a few people at Dubai right now. But anyway, since we're now at our cruise and we'll be here for the next 940 somewhat miles or so, feel free to send some messages, just chat along, and I'll be here for pretty much the entire flight. FedEx pilot, good to see you. Just woke up, dude. It's literally almost 2:30 in the afternoon in New Orleans, and you just woke up. Oh my god. Alright, so I think we can now turn off the seatbelt sign. Or actually, we'll turn it back on. It's a little bit bumpy right now. Oh, I see. Holy cow, that's a late shift. My goodness. That'll explain it. My goodness. I bet you get paid pretty well from working that kind of shift at the at New Orleans airport. We got a pretty good tailwind here, my goodness. $24 an hour, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think I remember him mentioning to me that I think he works for the 757, 767, and A300 at New Orleans. Yup, I knew it's that. I knew it was those three aircraft, the 757, 67, and A300. It's still beyond me that I didn't know FedEx has 300s. Hold on a second. Let me see. Holy cow, FedEx has 51 A300s. The oldest one is 37, the youngest is 18. But yeah, that's cool that A300s do come to New Orleans, do go to New Orleans. And also, guys, and this is mostly towards FedEx as well. Since I'm now back into streaming Infinite Flight, one day I will definitely stream some FedEx real world ops flights, because I have a couple planned and I'm definitely going to stream it. I think it's mostly some Trans-Pacific flights, but since I know that Memphis is going to be in 3D in the next update, I have quite a few transatlantic flights I'm going to do to and from Memphis. So stay tuned for that. And of course I am going to use the FedEx 777 because I think that's the only FedEx themed aircraft that is on the sim. I don't know, I may be wrong. Let me actually check, because I'm curious to see what other FedEx aircraft there are still in the sim. There's the 777 freighter. I mean, there's the 208, but I don't know which. I mean, I guess I could do flights with the FedEx 208. But other than that, I think it's just the 777 freighter. So I'll find some flights with the FedEx 777 freighter, and once Memphis comes out in this next update, I'm gonna probably grind some freighter flights. Probably stream some freighter flights. And I know FedEx does operate their 777 freighters to and from Oakland as well, so I'm definitely gonna do some of those as well. I'll do some at some point, probably. Let me actually check and see. They do a decent amount of flights to Anchorage, but Anchorage is not 3D. There we go. There's what I wanted. Osaka to Oakland. This is what I want to do. Or maybe I guess I could do Tokyo Narita to Osaka, and then Osaka to Oakland. 2 flights in one stream. That'll be a good choice. I just did Osaka to Oakland, and I'm glad I mentioned it. I'm glad I mentioned it. Because like I said, that'll be a good freighter stream, a good long haul freighter stream. Just passing by Dubai now. Wonder if I can see it. Might be a bit too far out, honestly. Or I might be not. I think that little gray line might be Dubai Airport. But it might be a bit too far out. It's alright. So yeah, I think maybe at some point, probably this week or next week, I might do Osaka to Oakland. Or I guess I can do Narita to Osaka and then Osaka to Oakland. Just to add an additional flight on there. Because like I said, I'm hoping to go between either 150 or 200 flights streamed for 2026, so. And it adds some additional kilometers as well, because I'm keeping count of how many nautical miles / kilometers I've done total on stream for 2026. Because for yesterday's flight, it was 4,352 kilometers, and that was Boston to San Francisco. And if we add today's flight, if I can, let me just go ahead and see how many kilometers it is. It is 2,294. Which makes it 6,046 kilometers. And if we convert that to nautical miles, and after today's flight, I have done 3,588 nautical miles so far in 2026. I know it's only the second flight, but I just want to get that out there. It's a good head start in terms of nautical miles / kilometers, but like I said, with the goal I mentioned for 150 to 200 stream flights for this year, I'm hoping to have a pretty good number when it comes to kilometers and nautical miles. Just made 16 million XP recently. Awesome, dude. While for me, I am currently at, if I can go to my profile, 2,268,859. And mostly is that I've just been grinding landings on casual server so I can just get my grade up. But I'm definitely going to make sure that my grade stays at grade 5 for a reason. And you know what, actually, let me actually put that in my notes, because I'm going to make sure. Infinite Flight, live, total, total NM/KMS. Sorry about that. So I need to remember. So 6,646 kilometers. I totally forgot what it was in nautical miles. Hold on a second. Kilometers to nautical miles. 6646, 3,588. There we go. So after each stream, I'm gonna update the nautical miles and kilometer count every time, so I can keep count to see what my total is. Currently doing Cape Town to Sydney. Nice. It's another good flight. Isn't that even a real route? I know it's under FedEx Virtual, but I'm just curious. I'm always so used to making sure that routes people are doing are real. No, it isn't. I don't see any results. Wonder how long that flight time is though. Cape Town to Sydney. It's a pretty good, pretty long route, honestly. And it also depends whether you're going east or west. To 12 hours, and I'm assuming that's going east, so it's not bad. Yeah, since you said around 11 to 12 hours, I'm assuming you're definitely going east. Sydney to Hong Kong to Sydney is a good route. Let's see. DHL, Cathay, Qantas, Emirates. There's quite a few freighters that do this. About 8 hours 41 to Hong Kong. Ooh, a 777 flight. I like that. That's a good choice. Of course, there's the A350, 777, 777. So it's mainly the 777 for Cathay. What about Qantas A330 though? But I don't know. I don't think the Qantas A330 is in the sim. There's an Atlas 747, but I don't know if I want to do the 747 because it's outdated. It's old. It deserves a rework, honestly. I mean, Infinite Flight does have the Atlas 747 on Infinite Flight, but I still got to figure out how much fuel I need to put into it because it's around 8 hours, and the 747 on Infinite Flight is just not good. a decent MD-11 route by FedEx. It used to be on the MD, now the 767. Memphis to, what is that? Let me see. Capinas. Capinas? I can't pronounce that right. VCP, hold on a second, let me see. FedEx Flight 40. Is this transatlantic? Oh no, it's in the Rio de Janeiro area. That's a good route. When was the last time the MD-11 did this route? Let's take a look. Nope, it doesn't show it the past 3 months. Or I guess I could do it on the 777. I can easily do it on the 777. Alright guys, I'm gonna go off for about 30 minutes or so, because I got to take out the trash and I'm gonna grab something to eat. So hopefully the audio isn't buffering in this angle. Oh, there's an aircraft that just passed by me. Did you see that? I did not see that. He's at 34,000 feet. Where's he coming from? Is he oh, he's coming from Mumbai. Where's he going? Doesn't show where he's going, but that's cool to see that Indigo flight pass. Oh wait, looks like we might have. Looks like Air Force One's gonna pass by me as well. And he's at 36,000 feet, and I'm at 37,000 feet. Let's see if we can see him. 'Cause like I say, he's at 36,000 feet, and I'm at 37. Let's see if we can see him. Oh, he's about to pass me. Should be able to see him. Oh, there he is. Why can't I get get like there's a yeah, there he is. Oh, dang it, I missed it. Missed my opportunity, but it's alright. I guess I can get a good shot of it in the replay, and I'll just screenshot it. But anyway, I'm gonna go for about 30 minutes or so, because I gotta do something, and I'll be back before we land in Mumbai. And there's another one that's passing me. It's an Emirates 777. What's it with all these guys passing me? There's so many of them. That's like our third one in like less than 5 minutes. Where is he? I did not see him. I mean, he's like 7,000 feet below me, so. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go AFK for about 30 minutes or so, and I'll be back just in time before landing, just an hour before landing, so. I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes or so. Alright, y'all, I am back. We're now just an hour away from this landing into Mumbai. Holy cow. There's a lot of people. I'm assuming all these guys are coming, or flying to and from Mumbai still. I'm honestly hoping ATC comes back on. I'm assuming it's a controller change. Let me double check. Infinite view, see if there's still some action going on. Surprisingly, there isn't. So it looks like there isn't any, there's barely any action now at Mumbai. Welcome back, Philippines. And look who else showed up. It's Austin from yesterday's stream. I like that sounded. But nice to see Austin here again. So since we're now less than an hour away from landing into Mumbai, if you guys do enjoy, this stream, please make sure to leave it a like, of course, and stay tuned for the next one. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again. Probably at some point at the end of this week. I don't know. I'll figure it out. And I think the next stream will for sure be a long haul. I know it will. Because I want to get back into doing long hauls again. Because yesterday was just... yesterday was my first stream back. Today, Max Monday is brought back. And... of course, I have to do, last but not least, bring long hauls back, so. But I still gotta watch the ATC. I want to double check the ATC schedule, see what airports are good for me to do a long haul, or what will interest me to do a certain kind of long haul. And there's also back-to-back community events this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. a South African virtual event on Sunday. I don't know. I'm not really sure what other routes I can do after this stream. That last jump scare stream, you mean the one from yesterday? Where Austin just came out of nowhere while I was just looking in the chat and just chat with you guys, and I didn't expect him to like zoom by me. I honestly kind of wish I did a flight to Dubai or something for next Monday, but it's alright. Let's see what airports are for the rest of this week. Paris is tomorrow. Boston and JFK are Thursday. Even Dulles as well. So I think I might probably do the return flight, since I did Boston to San Francisco yesterday, and I think I'll just have to do might probably just do the return flight on Thursday. I don't know. Let's see what else. Of course, we got the IAG virtual event on Saturday, Barcelona, Madrid on Saturday, and of course the two South African airports, Cape Town and Johannesburg, on Sunday. Ooh, we got Honolulu on next Thursday, the 12th. We got London Heathrow on the 18th. We got Istanbul on the 19th, which is the day of my birthday. We got Atlanta on the 17th. Chicago on the 23rd. That'll give me a chance to do a few more 757 routes. Manila to Honolulu, that's a good choice. And I know London's going to be crazy busy on that day, because that airport has ATC like almost every day. It's not a surprise to me. I need to figure out what flight to Heathrow I should do on that day and the day before, because it does tend to ramp up the day before. I don't know, probably a West Coast flight to London, probably like LAX or San Francisco. maybe I can do one from my home airport of Houston to London, UA5 or UA880. Or maybe I might do Newark to London Heathrow on the United 757, because United recently operated their 757s to London from Newark a couple days ago. I think it was UA 122, I believe. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they did the 757 yesterday. Edugate 4 would be pleased. I would like to do that. Because like I said, I'm going to do a lot of United 757 routes, because like I mentioned yesterday, United will be retiring them. There are 752s this year, and just want to give the United 757 a farewell tour, is what I like to call it on Infinite Flight. A nice United 757-200 farewell tour. I even mapped it out as well. Like, I created a little image of all the routes I'll be doing. And to be honest, most of the flights, despite that being transatlantic, most of the flights will be from Newark. Like there's Newark to Lima, Faro, Bilbao, London, Shannon, Edinburgh, Dublin, Brussels, Stockholm, and Keflavik. As well as to, I think, Eagle County, Denver, Houston, LAX, SFO, and that's it. And of course, there's the Denver to La Jolla, Houston to Bogota. I did see United operate their 757s to Bogota that one time. Orlando to San Francisco, Houston to San Francisco, Houston to Newark, of course, and there's also a few transatlantic flights from Dulles as well with the 75. Like I think there's Washington. I think they operate Washington to Keflavik. I think they also do Dublin and Edinburgh, and from Chicago they do Keflavik, Shannon, Dublin, and Edinburgh. So it's gonna be a lot of United 757 routes, and I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. And I'm gonna make sure that out of all the United 757 flights I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure that each flight is gonna be like a mix between the new livery and the old livery, because I want to do some flights with the old Continental colors, since that kind of livery is phasing out of their 752s. Newark to Vegas and Phoenix. Oh, that's nice. I guess that counts as part of the farewell tour, maybe. Also, welcome back, Aiden. Yeah, it doesn't look like Mumbai's ATC will be online by the time I get there. I did a UA flight in New Year's, went terribly wrong, San Francisco to Manila. I fell asleep with VNAV and got 3 level 1. Oh my god, that's the worst. Even when doing an overnighter, dude. Thankfully for me that hasn't happened because I set my alarm to see. Or actually no, I don't set my alarm. I take off at a reasonable time, like depending on how long the flight is. Like for example, if I do the flight you just mentioned, San Francisco to Manila, that's around like 14 hours. I take off at around like 10 my time, 10 p.m. And then I would wake up in the morning, so I typically wake up around like 9, 10-ish, so I can wake up like 2 to 3 hours prior to arrival. And then I would land the next day at around noonish. That's how I tackle my overnighters, just so I won't get violated. And I've done it. And I've done that all the time, and it does pay off every time. That's why I love doing overnighters for experience, for XP. It sucks when, yeah, I bet it does. It's been forever since I last got violated, and hopefully it stays that way. Looks like we might have an aircraft that will overtake me from above. Because I'm going 529 ground speed and he's going 572. Lufthansa is retiring the A340-600. Yeah, I've seen it. It's been on the news for quite a while now. Yeah. I honestly wonder how many A340-600s are still left in Lufthansa's fleet. I'm assuming there isn't that much. Let's take a look. There's only 5 left in their fleet. Or actually, I don't know if it is 5. If I take a look at each one's flight history. Alright, that one's still in service. That one's still in service. I don't know if this one's still in service, though. How about Hotel Zulu? I think this one might be done. Hotel Zulu, since it last landed on the 31st of January, and Hotel Yankee. I mean, it landed yesterday, but I don't know if it's done. So I need from you to do. Oh, nice, good for him. He's lucky. I didn't know. Venezuela airline. That's interesting. I didn't know. Alright, we're just a couple more minutes so we start our descent to Mumbai. And there's still a few people landing in Mumbai right now. I mean, this one's going to Mumbai. What about this one? Yep, what about this one? Yep. What about this one? Yep, he is. And I'm assuming this one is as well. Yep, he's landing too in Mumbai. This Etihad is getting relatively close to me. I wonder if I can see him. No, I don't think I can see him yet. Another aircraft that just passed by me. Why do I keep missing these guys? There's a lot of people flying past by me in this particular area. Doesn't look like ATC will be back on. Educate 4, good to see you. there goes that that other person who was just about to overtake me. I think since he was still in autopilot plus, I guess he stopped since he was getting close to top of descent. Alright, we are now descending. The heck is SVO? That's... Oh, Moscow, okay. And that's not even a real route, by the way. So what's the elevation? Oh, it's I think we might have to switch the altitude here. Let's just set it to, let's just go to 3,000. The descent might be a bit steeper, but it's alright. We'll monitor the speed. I did Shanghai to Auckland to Buenos. I did Shanghai to Buenos Aires without stopping in Auckland. Took 22 hours. My goodness. All right, we're gonna stop our descent at 28,000, and then we'll let this. We'll let these nautical miles go down, and then we'll start descent again. wonder if the visibility is shown. Does it show visibility? I think it shows visibility 1 still. So let's get these nautical miles down, and then we'll continue descent. An ultra long stream, I mean, I could, but it has to be split into 2 parts in order to capture the whole flight, because of course YouTube only allows streams like 11 hours and 55 minutes at a maximum. And if I do an 18-hour stream in one whole go, like if I stream the whole flight without doing 2 parts, whenever I end the stream, YouTube just like cuts like several hours of the flight, and it doesn't even like show either the takeoff or the landing of the flight. So, and plus I don't even like doing 2-part streams anyway, because you know, I'm just not used to that. Alright, here we go. We're descending again. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna have any ATC online once we get here. And let me also see which gate the real life flight parked at. If flight radar is able to show it. Looks like it shows it goes to the international terminal, so I guess we'll go there. I honestly kind of feel like I might be behind this Air India, this A350, since he's at around 12,000 and I'm at 18,000. let's start slowing down to 250, or we'll go 240. It's also set spoilers to armed. Alright, so once we turn onto this waypoint, I'm gonna turn the captain or the cockpit cam and the HUD back on. Because the winds are literally perfect. So we're gonna see if we can make this a good one, because I haven't actually done like proper flights using this in solo. So I'm hoping I'll be able to make this landing a good one. Alright, let's now tune in. Announce inbound landing 27 right traffic.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Akasa Air 71 is 23 nautical miles to the northwest at 10,800 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 27.
Let's turn HUD on. This will be a crazy month for Infinite Flight ATC. What do you mean? What do you mean it'll be a crazy month for ATC? Like, according to the ATC schedule, or I don't know what you mean, honestly. February 26th? What do you mean? Oh, I see. Manila is a featured airport on February 26th. Even Dubai is featured on the 28th, so that'll be crazy. So I guess you are right about the schedule being crazy.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Turkish 6388 Heavy is clear of all runways.
Let's tune into the 27 ILS. Yeah, I think I'm going to be behind this Air India. Or I don't know. I feel like I might have to slow down just a little bit more just to give him some space. Holy cow, it really is foggy here. This is going to be quite an interesting arrival if the visibility is going to be like this.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Air India 423 Super is 24 nautical miles to the northeast at 10,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Will make right traffic for runway 27.
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, honestly. I don't know who's going to be, I don't know if I'm going to be behind him or in front of him. Yeah, because I can barely see anything. So this is going to be quite an interesting arrival. So I think once we land, we're going to park in probably one of these gates here at the international terminal. Man, I literally cannot see. I just hope there isn't any, like, terrain around me. 'Cause I literally cannot see. Doesn't look like there is, but we'll see. You know what, actually, let's actually descend just a little bit and let's actually start turning. Whoops, wrong side. Let's start turning manually. Let's just go to 200 knots. I kind of feel like this Air India is probably setting himself up for a longer final, probably.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic is using runway 27, right traffic.
Oh, look at that. There's one of my old viewers. Nice to see him here. just about to level off.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic is using runway 27. Right traffic.
You know what, honestly, I think I'm definitely gonna be behind him. I'm gonna let him intercept me.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Air India 423 Super is on final. Runway 27.
Alright, let's start turning. Oh boy, I gotta slow down. I'm getting a little bit close to him. I mean, he's only like 700 feet below me, but I gotta slow down. I'm gonna stay at, let's actually go to 170. I'm actually going to slow down just a little bit more. I'm gonna go at 150. I'm gonna descend down to 2,000 here. Uh-oh. There's mountains right there. You guys see that? Or actually, I think we're good. I think we might be good. I can see the other guy in front of me. Let's continue descending. Alright, we got the localizer. Alright, I think we're clear of the terrain. I'm just going to maintain slowest practical speed. Let's slow to 140. Alright, gears coming down. India is coming just a little bit hot, even though he's on.
Air India 45 X-ray Foxtrot heavy is 21 nautical miles to the north at 7,000.
He's coming in a little bit hot, even though he's on short final.
Left traffic for runway 27.
Or actually, I think he's starting to slow down. Just gonna 30.
Chhatrapati
This,
Shivaji traffic. Air India 423 Super is on final. Runway 27.
Or actually, he's starting to slow down. I think we're still good. And we're about to get the glide slope as well. Alright, there's the glide slope. I actually want to slow down just a tad bit more. Let's go 135. airport position, final 27.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Akasa Air 71 is on final. Runway 27.
Alright, so I think we're good. He's gonna exit off. Oh, come on, please exit. Yep, he's going off. Yeah, we're good. Alright, here we go. Enjoy the landing, guys.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Air India 423 Super is clear of all runways.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30, 20, 10.
Speed brakes up. Oh my gosh. Man, it feels so different landing in this camera. Let's exit off here. I mean, I told you guys, this is why I do so much better with the HUD. I still need to hop on solo and get used to this.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Akasa Air 71 is clear of all runways.
Yeah, I knew Clion was going to join in the stream. Nice to see you, dude. Wonder what my descent rate was on touchdown. Let's take a look. Let's just put...
Shivaji traffic, Cathay 264 is 17 nautical miles to the east at 5,100 feet, inbound for landing, will make right traffic to runway 27.
Turns out my landing actually wasn't bad, to be honest. It was a lot better than I expected, even though I think I flared at just the right time.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Air India 423
So my descent
Super.
rate on
Crossing
touchdown
runway 14.
was... I can wait for this circle to disappear. Minus 145. So it's not bad. I don't want to check the replay, see what it's like. So minus 145 on touchdown.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic. Air India 423 Super is clear of all runways.
let's also turn off the number 2 engine.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic, Cathay 264 is on final, runway 27.
Alright, let's cross. 1-4.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic, Akasa Air 71, crossing runway 14.
It's been a while. It sure has, dude. I'm glad that you came back. Nice to see you here again.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic, Akasa Air 71 is clear of all runways.
Which gate can I go to? No, let's just pull over to I guess probably do
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic,
we
Air
can probably do a
45
gate
X-ray
that's to
Foxtrot Heavy is on
the
final,
end of the
runway
terminal
27.
probably.
Chhatrapati Shivaji traffic is using runway 9, left traffic.
Oh, that was you? I did not know. I guess we can go over to which one can we go? You know, let's just go to this one. Let's go to this gate right here. Frosty Aviation OMA, good to see you. Unfortunately, you kind of showed up at. I mean, you kind of missed my landing a few minutes ago, but at least you'll catch me in the next one, though. And plus, I still don't know when is the next day I'll probably stream again, since I know it'll most likely be a long haul flight. Alright, nav and make lights off. Alright, welcome to Mumbai. Flight time 2 hours 37 minutes. Another decent flight. When is the next flight? Like I said, I am not sure. Might be some point this week. I still got to figure out what route I feel like doing, and if it does have ATC online. Possible go around? What do you mean? Oh, okay. I see. mean, I guess he got off at just the right time though, but he's down. All right, let's actually go to the replay because I want to take a look at the landing real quick. So minus 145 on touchdown. I honestly kind of thought I did a lot worse than I expected, like a lot worse than minus 145. But I know for sure I did a pretty good takeoff at Doha, despite the cockpit cam. Yeah. Whoops. This replay system is kind of buggy right now. I don't know why. There we go. That's where I rotate. Nice. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Even on the cockpit cam.
Qatari 051 Super, ready for departure at runway 34 right, departing straight on.
Alright, let's take a look at this landing. Let's see if this airport can load as well. There we go. Man, this replay system, I tell you, it's so buggy. It's really annoying. Alright, here we go. Let's take a look. I mean, it's not bad. It kind of doesn't look like minus 145 to me, though, but... yeah, it was decent. It was alright. Kai Destination Travels, or aka Snoopy Travels. I remember you. Nice to see you here again. Another old viewer of mine. Nice to see you back here. So yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for the return of Max Monday. I really hope you guys have enjoyed. And also, something I totally forgot is that I forgot to turn on my landing lights. Oh my gosh, I'm such a fool, but oh well. Just a mistake, but it's alright. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this edition of Max Monday. It feels great to bring this back, and I know for sure I'm going to have another Max Monday for next week as well. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next stream, which is, like I said, I do not know when is the next time I'm going to stream, but I know when I do stream again, it's going to be a long haul, and I just need to look at the ATC schedule and see what route I should do for the long haul stream. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a fun flight. Felt great to bring Max Monday back for you guys. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.